Hello children, welcome back to our computer class. We were learning about MS PowerPoint and we have learned how to introduce the slide and how to get the theme for the slide. Now after this we will learn about how to insert text box. Now text box is used to add text anywhere on your slide. To add the text, follow the following steps. Now here are some steps that are given. Select the slide where you want to add a text box. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon. Drag to draw a text box where you want to add text. So click on the mouse and drag it where you want to add the text. Now type whatever you want using the keyboard and click anywhere outside the text box. So whatever you want to type, you can use your keyboard and add your text in it. Now how to insert word art. So PowerPoint is not only creating slides, simple slides. You can even use the word art to make your work more impressive. So now we will learn how to use or insert the word art. Here are some steps that needs to be followed. Now click on the Insert tab on the ribbon. Then click Word Art from Text Group. A gallery appears with different word art styles. Now you can see here that we have a lot of word art options given. So we can add proper text beautifully and decorate and format your text into a beautiful and impressive work. Let's see what's the next step. Select the style of your choice. You get a word art text box on the slide. Then replace the text in the text box with your text and click outside it. Now let's see how to insert the slide number. It is not necessary that your slide will be completed in only one view. Slides, in order to create your presentation, you will need a number of slides to represent each and every topic in a separate slide clearly. Now inserting the slide number. There are some steps that need to be followed. First, click on the Insert tab on the ribbon. Then click Slide Number from the text group. The header and footer dialog box appears. Click the slide number checkbox. Click to Apply to All button. You see the slide number inserted on the right corner. Now, how will you delete the slide? If you have made a mistake and if you want the extra slide to be deleted or wiped off from your presentation, we need for the following steps. Select the slide you want to delete. In the View left pane in the normal. Then press Delete key. Your selected slide will be deleted. Now this was the stage 3, that means how to execute your plan. The first stage was to plan out your presentation. What will you insert, how will you insert, and what work you will do on your slides. Second step was how to execute the plan you have made. Now we have completed with the execution part and now we are on the third step, that is giving a beautiful visual effect to your work. The third stage says verify content, add visual effects and then practice. Now first is verifying of content. How will we verify the content? Check if order of slides has a logical flow, and also if subpoints are correctly placed. Now, when you are presenting a slide, you must know that what points needed to be referred after which. So, check all the order of your slides if they are placed in the correct order, if they are numbered in the correct order. Second step, check if information is accurate and adequate. Then go into the text, whatever you have inserted, whatever you have written, work on it, look into it, accuracy and adequacy. Then finally, check for the content, spellings and grammar. Now put your screen on that level so that all your spellings and grammar mistakes are corrected. Second step in this third stage is add visual effects by doing the following. Now, how will you give a impressive look? How will you format your work so that it looks very impressive and eye-catching? The first step that you need to do is ensure font type and font size are easy to read and alignment is uniform. So first of all, you need to see if the font type is correct, the font size, that is the size of the letters or alphabets, are correct and they are ready, and the alignment on both the left and right sides is uniform. Second, use colors to highlight important points. So if you have inserted something very important to be explained, then use the colors to highlight them. Then finally, add animation, slide transition effects wherever appropriate. Now if you find any animations to be inserted, or if you find anything important, then wherever you find appropriate to be inserted, insert the animations, slide transition effects wherever possible. Now coming on to slideshow. Now how your presentation is completed and you want to set your slides to operate independently. How will you do it? First, select the slideshow tab. Then click the set up slideshow command. Now what is slide transition? Here you have a proper definition of slide transition. That is the change from one image in a slideshow to the next. So this is called slide transition. So to set up the following slideshow, you have to follow the following steps. Now select the slideshow tab and then set up slideshow command. Next, the setup show dialog box will appear. Then the fourth step will be click OK to apply the settings to slideshow. We can start a slideshow by pressing F5 function key. So you have the F5 function key on your keyboard. When your slideshow is ready, click OK and then you can press F5 function key and your slideshow will begin to operate. Now press enter key or spacebar key to go to next slide. Once the slideshow is completed, press escape key to exit. So if you have completed your slideshow, press the escape key to exit outside. Now saving a presentation. Now your work is done. You have followed all the 3 stages of this presentation, and after finalizing with its impressive styles, you want to save this presentation. So there are also following steps to go on. Click on the File tab button. The backstage view will appear and click on the Save option. So you will have a lot of options, that is a drop down list, will be shown, and you can click on the save option and the save as dialog box will appear, and then you need to type the name of the presentation. So name it and then click on the save button and all your changes will be saved. Now coming on to choosing and exiting the presentation. Now your presentation is made and you have saved it. Now you want to open your saved presentation. How will you go to your saved presentation? Here are the following steps. Now what you will do, first you will click on the file button. The backstage view will appear. Then click on the close button. The presentation will be closed. Now to exit from the PowerPoint, the following steps needed to be followed. Click on the file button. The backstage view will appear and click on exit, and you will come out of the MS PowerPoint 2010 window. Now tips for creating a good presentation. So if you want your presentation to look very good and attractive and impressive, so that your audience is able to understand what you want to deliver, here are some tips for a very good presentation. The first tip that you need to know is choose an appropriate presentation structure. So while you are planning about your presentation, you should be very clear with the concepts. Then the final slide should contain a message thanking audience. So when you are creating the slideshow or the presentation, then your last slide should be of thanksgiving to the audience for having patience to look into your topic. Your contact details and information about the availability of the speaker notes, materials and feedback tools. Now do not overload slides with a lot of text. Now one thing that you need to remember is that don't add more than enough of the text. Then use the PowerPoint notes to remind yourself what to say when a certain slide is being shown. So there's an option of PowerPoint notes and you can use it. Why? So that it reminds yourself what to say when a certain slide is being shown. Now finally what you have to do is prepare a table of contents. The table of contents slide with the summary slide feature must be prepared. So whatever slide you are preparing, you should have a list of all the shows that you need to be presenting before the audience. Then arrange slides according to the topics. So your next step should be to arrange all your topics in a sequence. Then use dark font over light background and light font over the dark background to enhance clarity. So this is a very important feature or important thing that needs to be learned, that you should use a dark font over a light background. So if you have created a light background, then use a dark font to make your work distinct. And if you have a light font, then use the dark background to enhance your clarity. So this is something very important to be known. What? The use dark font over light background and light font over the dark background. Why? To enhance clarity, just in order to make your work look perfect. So this is all that we need to learn in this chapter about PowerPoint. I hope this much is clear and you will be able to do all the exercises here. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.